We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Stay tuned for Cubs baseball next. Alex Happ is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Stepping into the box, Archie Jacob. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Out in front of it, strike one.
First pitch, 7:06.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now the pitch. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike three called anyway, and that's out number one.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Stepping in now, Hugo Hermida. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Happ features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. One out, nobody on. Count even at 2-2.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And he takes strike three called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
At the plate now, Ryan McCord, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Ryan Atkins will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
At the plate, Nicholas Horner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Nicholas. Corner.
Pitch on the way. In there at the knees, strike one. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Batting center.
Nick Castellanos now. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Jacob is there, 2 down.
Batting third, the second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Now to the plate, J.C. Embry. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Here it comes. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And that's going to land foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Now another 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Still no score. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, David Fernandez.
David Fernandez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. And he takes strike 2.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Pitch on the way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Castellanos is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Neville Goldstein.
Ready now, Neville Goldstein. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair. Here comes the first pitch. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit sharply on the ground. Taken in by Zobrist. And that's the second out.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 13, Corey Dickerson.
Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. 2 out, nobody on. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Down in order go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Sammy Sosa.
Sammy Sosa.
Here comes the first pitch.
0-1. Count 1-0. Hey!
The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left, the 448th of his career, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Standing in now, Ryan Buckner,
the first baseman,
and he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, and no one will track it down. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Grounded to first, right to him, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
batting fifth, the center fielder, Vito Suzuki.
So coming to the plate, Sito Suzuki. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Again, a 1-2. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Now another 1-2.
Ball 2.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. And he popped him up. Garcia over to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, Zobrist.
Now batting, Ben Zobrist, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Here it comes.
That's ball 2. Count is 2-1. Three balls, 1 strike.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-1. Swing and a line drive. Foul. 2 out, nobody on. Liner towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Batting it, the catcher, Jesse Padilla.
The next Cub up, Jesse Padilla. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
1-0 pitch on the way.
That's the ball.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
1 pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
Two and 1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
The 2-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Zobrist leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Full count, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Alex Happ, he'll get to take his first cuts here. Looking to minimize the damage here. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Digging in now, Nicholas Horner, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. First delivery to him on the way.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Now the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Hit back toward the mound, but that finds its way through for a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
Here's the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dickerson's there. And the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We played 2 full. It's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals nothing. Stepping into the box, Brian Cortez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a looper to left. Left fielder coming in, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
At the plate, Leury Garcia, as he'll take a look at ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit in the air to center field. Suzuki is right there, 1 down.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Ryan Atkins.
The pitcher, Ryan Atkins, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch on its way, and he pops up the bunt attempt. Buckner is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The right fielder, number 33, Archie.
Now at the plate, Archie Jacob. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Sosa will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. One left for the Cardinals. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off.
Ready for another chance? J.C. Embry, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1-0 the count. A ball and a strike. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
The 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fouled off. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Striding in once again, Sammy Sosa. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. And he'll reach second now with one away.
He's not going to complain, but he was thinking what the rest of us were thinking when that left his bat. Home run number 2. Didn't quite have enough, so he has to be content with a double.
Into the box, Ryan Buckner, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. pickoff play at second, and he just manages to get his hand in. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball one.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. One out and a runner on second base. Very high, 2-1. Spin and a throw back to second. A dive, but he's back. The 2-1 home. Hit on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The center fielder, number 24, Suzuki.
Into the box now, Sito Suzuki. Runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
All even now, 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's inside.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Line to the right side. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple, but they lead it 3-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the rookie second baseman, Hugo Hermida.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, that's inside.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. In the air, down the line in left. And no one will track it down. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, left fielder, Ryan McCord.
So stepping in, Ryan McCord comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. No runs, just one hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Castellanos is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Up next for the Cardinals, the third baseman, David Fernandez.
Standing in, David Fernandez. He flew out in his last at bat. First delivery to him on the way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. No runs, just one hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail it here 3-0. Joe Kruger answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Kruger.
At the plate, Jesse Padilla. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat.
Jesse Padilla.
Now here it comes. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Alex Papp.
Into the box, Alex Papp. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Towards second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Ready once again, Nicholas Horner. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here comes the first pitch. Kruger, the former Chicago White Sox. He was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, Matty, there's not too many guys in their mid to late 30s that are going to get more than a one-year deal, but this guy is a veteran presence in this clubhouse and on this roster, and he has been invaluable.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count. Swing, strike 2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The first baseman.
Leading off the inning, Neville Goldstein, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The 0-1 on its way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. And it's 1-2.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. So striding forward now, Corey Dickerson. First pitch on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
And Dickerson behind 0-2 now.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Into the box now, Brian Cortez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now the 1-0. Cortez, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. 2-2 to the Cardinals catcher. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. Still down 3-0. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
No left fielder. Nick.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Look out. 2-0 now.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. And that's out number 1.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.C. Embry. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Hit hard towards center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, there's another mistake right there. That pitch was intended to be on the outside corner, but it ended up in the middle of the plate.
Yeah, he's lucky he's getting this one back, Dan. You miss your spot by 2-3 feet like he did right there. This ball should have been driven even further.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Sammy Sosa. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
The first baseman, number 22, Ryan Buckner.
Stepping up now, Ryan Buckner. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch out. Nothing doing. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. So he used the slide step that time, but it didn't make a difference.
Yeah, you can't blame the pitcher on that one. He did all he could do. That was just an impressive show of speed.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. short, hit hard. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
Sito Suzuki is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Behind 0-2 now. Hit to third. Oh, but it's a wide throw to second, and they can't get the out. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch.
Oh, that's out.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
The 1-1.
Ball, that's outside.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
2 down, runners at first and second. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Cubs 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Striding into the box, Leury Garcia. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
Nope.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
The 1-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Here now the 2-2. Will not catch the zone, ball 3.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Full count still. Another payoff pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Joe Kruger. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Happ is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Archie.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Archie Jacob. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
This is line to left. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the ivy.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
To the plate now, Hugo Hermida. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. And he popped him up. But this will land untouched.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
At the plate now, Ryan McCord. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Sosa retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Cards strand a couple. They trail here 4-0. Now in the box, Jesse Padilla, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
First offering on its way.
Nope. Ball 1, no strike. Hey.
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Alex Happ. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat.
Oh, that ball comes in and gets him.
They teach kids the same thing they teach pros here. When the ball is coming in tight like that, you don't open yourself up to it. You turn your back and absorb the blow. The thunk sounds a lot worse than it hurts. At least that's what they say.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Nicholas Horner. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
The 1-0 pitch. Rocket to third. That's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Standing in now, number 12, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. When facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Castellanos brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
From the belt, the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Bases loaded here, nobody out. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
So striding in, J.C. Embry. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
0-2 count, and the pitch fouled away. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Stepping in now, Sammy Sosa, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0.
No, that's down.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Two balls and a strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals nothing. Leading off the inning, David Fernandez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The 1-0 home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Sosa is there, 1 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman,
Digging in once again, Neville Goldstein. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he receives a nice ovation from this home crowd, departing after surrendering just 1 earned run. Willie Peralta comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 39, Willie Peralta.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
Fastball well outside.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Zobrist has it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the catcher, Brian Cortez.
Digging in, Brian Cortez. A hit in 2 tries so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Bounce towards the second baseman. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals 1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Richard Franco is in out of the bullpen now, as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Avery McMillan is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 22, Avery.
Last half of the 7th here, and set to go is the veteran first baseman Ryan Buckner. And the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder giving chase. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. At the plate, Sito Suzuki, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 now. Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Digging in, Ben Zobrist. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the...
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Yeah, and I think this is the case of a guy trying to rush it, hoping to turn a double play. And instead of getting 2 outs, they get 0 outs, and runners are on first and second.
Bases full now following the error. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Jesse Padilla. First offering on its way.
Ball one, no strike.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
2-0.
Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Belted high in the air out to left. Left fielder looking up at the track. The wall. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Yeah, you've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with the power hitter at the plate. The best thing you could do in that situation is to try to keep him from making hard contact. Well, so much for that. He obviously made a mistake, and the big slugger made him pay.
Fred Pugh enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Fred Pugh.
So now to the plate, Willie Peralta. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. 4 runs here in this half inning. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Now here it comes. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
To the plate now, Nicholas Horner, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Now the 1-0. Fouled off. Hugh, a right-hander going 6'5". He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Now the 1-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly, and there's out number 2.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Now at the plate, number 12, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
And he fouls this one off. 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. J.C. Embry would be next. Down the third baseline. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's there, and he's out. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Digging in, the switch hitter, Leury Garcia.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Left side, but well foul. Heading out towards shallow right. Sosa is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Avery McMillan.
Standing in, number 22. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And the pitch.
Ball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Count is 1-2 now. And now pitch on the way. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 33.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Archie Jacob. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Low for ball 1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Two and 1. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Into the box now, Hugo Hermida. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the 1-0. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. It's now a 9-2 contest. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
At the plate now, Ryan McCord. No balls and 1 strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Line drive to center field. Suzuki will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cards get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 9 and the Cardinals 2. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, J.C. Embry. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
The windup and the 0-1. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch.
At the ball.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
Hey, last 2 pitches back to back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Sammy Sosa will be next. Now the payoff pitch home. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The right fielder, number 21. Sammy Sosa.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Sammy Sosa. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No, inside.
One out, nobody on. Two balls and no strikes.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. A ball that's carrying. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he is in the second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's leaving the ballpark. He had a home run last time, and he almost had another one here. Nothing wrong with a double off the wall, though.
Stepping in now, Ryan Buckner just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
In now, Sito Suzuki as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. No hits to this point. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
2-0 count. The pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. He's right there. A bare hand for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. So here's the cleanup hitter, David Fernandez, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First delivery to him on the way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Grounded weakly to the left. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now back, the first baseman, Neville Goldstein.
In now, Neville Goldstein.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And this is low, ball one. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Three and 0 now. That one's in there. 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Popped him up. Buckner has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The pitcher, number 26,
Enrique Dorta will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
For St. Louis, number 23, Enrique Dorta.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box, Brian Cortez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
2 out here and a runner at second. Popped high in the air. The catch is made, and the Cubs have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
10-2 the final in this game. The Chicago Cubs took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Alex Happ earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Ryan Atkins worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.